Okay, well, everyone, uh, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning. And today I'm going to explain the next chapter. The topic is entertaining company client. Before I talk more about this topic, let me give you a brief definitions of entertaining company clients and what is it for and why do we need it. Actually, this topic is very important when you're working with the company clients or the business clients. For example, there are some visitors coming from overseas visiting your company, and then you want to serve the guests. You want to entertain the visitors in order to strengthen the business relationship. So the aim of this entertaining company client is to build connection between your company and others company. There are some ways that you can do in doing this strategy. Entertaining company client is a skill. It is a skill, and you have to know all the relevant important thing when you're dealing with the company clients. The first of all that you will need to know is about let's have a look, the research on the client interest. So before you entertain your client, you will need to have a good understanding on who you are dealing with. So you need to do a little research, try to find some information from the internet, maybe from your boss, maybe from the people who are dealing with the visitors, and then you need to know what someone's likes and dislikes. For example, you need to know the favorite things, you need to know the lifestyle, and you need to know the cultural background. For example, you are dealing with someone who coming from Japan, and then you need to understand what the Japanese people like to do and what the Japanese people do not like to do. It is also the similar thing. It is also similar to Korean, Americans, and France, and some other countries overseas. So you will need to have a good understanding about those people. Why? Because if you have enough information about those people who you are going to deal with, you will be able to manage and organize everything in entertaining them. Let's have a look the first one, or the first strategy that you can do in entertaining the company client. So this is the first one, is inviting for, let's say, meal invitations. So you want to invite the guests or the visitors to a dinner or to a lunch. So you will need also to decide which restaurant that you want to take your guests, and then what food that they are going to eat. So you need to detail the things that you are going to do. The second examples that you can do is about taking your visitors or taking your guests to have touring. There are some examples of tourings here. First of all, you can do a city tour. A city tour, for example, you want to take your guests to go around the city. Let's say you visit the city center, then the next is, for example, you take your guests to have a cultural visit. Let's say you want to take your guests to see how the local people are doing the local weddings, and you want to take your visit also to see the funeral ceremony, let's say Rambutuka in Toraja and some other places. People parties, ya seperti pesta rakyat dan sebagainya. and some other unique culture that you want to take your students. The next is about the natural environment. This is also like a natural tour that you want to take to see the garden, the mangrove conservation, zoo, and some other places like beaches and mountains. The next is entertainment. So maybe your clients like listening to music or likes doing sports, so you take them to karaoke center and then enjoy the traditional music performance, or you invite them to do a local sport like let's say indoor, for example badminton, futsal. In outdoor you can go cycling and playing golf, and you can also invite them to do the extreme sport like bungee jumping and rafting. And here also you will need to have a good understanding and what you need to do and what you don't have to do. Do's and don'ts in entertaining company clients. This is really important. Number one is you have to be professional. You have to show that you are professional. You have to be punctual or on time. You have to be polite. You have to be responsive. Responsive means that you are very quick persons to respond to the needs of the visitors, and then you have to look energetic and enthusiastic. Yeah, the most important thing, because for example you are in charge to take the tour, and then during the tour you spend a lot of money, for example, and you have to keep all the received in order to as a proof later that the company will replace the money. And the next don'ts, yeah, so do not look unprofessional. So you have to look professional, so don't be unprofessional. And everything that you are going to do, it must be planned, it must be organized. So every single activities that you want to do, it must be systematic, it must be planned, it must be well organized, so you know where to start and where to finish. And do not be late. This is very embarrassing moment when you are dealing with French people and then you are late. Yeah. The next is do not be on the phone all the times, or you being careless to the clients. Yeah, sometimes it is not you don't realize that you're working on your mobile phone while taking them to visit some places, and then you are busy with your mobile phone. So you need to stop doing that. You need to make sure that you are their guide, you are working professionally, and you have to keep your phone aside for a while. And other things that, for example, you invite them to have lunch in a restaurant, do not take the clients, do not pay the bill in front of the clients. So maybe you need to ask them to wait outside first, then you pay the bill. So it is considered impolite when you pay the bill in front of the clients. So I just want to make conclusions, because I'm not going to explain this topic too long, so I just want to give you a short conclusions that entertaining company client is aimed to provide services, excellent services to the clients who are visiting the company. And then before you give the service, you need to understand who you are dealing with. And there are some examples of activities that you can do when entertaining company clients. And the most important thing, that all the expenses must be okay. Now we shall continue. So that's the points of entertaining company clients, everyone. So, ini ada saya lupa dua, accommodation and transport. Ini perlu juga kita ketahui bahwa ya misalnya nanti tamunya nginap di mana, dia mau ruangan seperti apa, kita aturkan, kita buatkan itinerary-nya. Kemudian transport, siapa yang jemput di bandara, that's all that we need to think about. So, intinya adalah bagaimana kita melayani dan menghibur tamu perusahaan yang datang ke atau mengunjungi kita. So, well everyone, so let's pay attention to. I want you to pay attention to the activities following this presentation. The next ones, every one of you. Jadi nanti setelah ini Anda memiliki semacam project, yaitu membuat mapping seperti ini tentang entertaining company client. Anggaplah misalnya you pretend that there is a client visiting your company from mungkin dari Jepang, dari Amerika, atau dari mana saja, dan Anda buatkan dia semacam entertaining company client seperti ini. Misal kalau Anda mau undang makan malam, di sini dinner, which restaurant, nanti Anda tambahkan di sini umpama di sini mungkin Pualam. Kemudian atau ada yang jenis restoran yang lain, Anda bisa tambahkan di situ. Kemudian setelah itu Anda juga ingin mengajak touring, yang mana Anda pilih, apakah city tour, cultural visit, atau natural environment. Itu dibuat dalam bentuk mind mapping seperti ini, ya. Kemudian bisa menggunakan software seperti ini, seperti Edro MindMaster, atau mau Anda cakar di atas kertas, terserah, no problem. Jadi jangan jangan terbebani dengan teknologi yang seperti ini. Misalnya Anda belum paham menggunakan mind mapping seperti ini, Anda boleh melakukannya dengan membuat semacam ini di atas kertas. Kemudian Anda foto misalnya, ya, kemudian nanti Anda setorkan. Jadi nanti ini Anda jelaskan. Jadi jelaskan bagaimana nanti Anda akan melayani tamu itu. Bagaimana Anda menjelaskan aktivitas-aktivitas yang akan dilakukan. Ya. Tapi untuk sementara ini Anda belum menjelaskan. Ya, yang Anda buat itu adalah mapping saja seperti ini. Itu belum dijelaskan. Nanti mungkin di final test saya akan tanya soal ini. Mungkin soalnya mengatakan, oke, coba jelaskan salah satu cara Anda untuk entertain klien perusahaan. Anda jelaskanlah yang seperti ini. Ya, saya pikir itu cukup sekian. I think that's all for this short information. Everyone, sorry, selama rekaman ini ada beberapa interupsi. Jadi mungkin ada informasi yang hilang. Ya, saya harap bisa dimaklumi. Okay, thank you. That's all everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.